Hello, my name is Kativa, and today I'll be talking about media and media's pressure and their negative effects on body image. For years, media has always emphasized the importance of appearance, and with this, we have been taught to measure our self-worth within the image we present ourselves with. They have blurred the lines between acknowledging inner beauty and outer beauty. Media platforms like TV, movies, magazines, radios, advertising, and the internet all influence people with images and they force their definition of beauty on us. I have visited India many times and I'll never forget the amount of advertising and promotions I've seen of a very popular fairness cream called Fair and Lovely. Like, why not tan and lovely? Like, what's wrong with that? Now, I think that it's human nature for people to want what they don't have or can't have, but I also believe that everyone is beautiful in their self-confidence and attitude. And I think it's okay to want to look good, but there's a limit to when wanting to look good turns disastrous for people. The media promotes beauty as so much as if that's the only way to live, and their standards for beauty are very rigid and challenging, and are usually unrealistic, unattainable, and disheartening. Instead of putting pressure on people to live a certain way, which also risks lives, it's better to let people live comfortably in their own skin. The media has twisted the definition of beauty in such a way that people think they're unworthy without it. This pressure has caused so many people to have eating disorders. 90% of people with eating disorders are the age of 12 to 25, which is an easy target age group for the media. Media's unfair portrayal of beauty is causing people to ruin their life, and people are working to lower the effects the media has on us, but I believe those effects will always exist. The standard for perfection presented in media has changed every few decades, and it's like everyone at some point was considered ideal if we go through all the standards through the years. However, within each decade, these standards took over many lives by leading people to suffer at the hands of so-called ideal beauty. The problem is that media presents an unrealistic body type for everyone to look up to. They don't even reflect images for everyday life. It makes people feel insecure in their own bodies, in which they perceive their body image as negative and models and celebrities' body images as positive. And a study found that adolescent girls were more fearful of gaining weight than getting cancer, nuclear war, or losing their parents. Striving to have that unrealistic body image, thousands of people, kids and adults, become unhealthy and suffer from eating disorders like anorexia and bulimia. And at least 30 million people of all ages and genders suffer from an eating disorder. According to the National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders, over half of teenage girls and a third of teenage boys use unhealthy weight control behaviors such as skipping meals, fasting, smoking cigarettes, vomiting, and taking laxatives. 80% of women who answered a People magazine survey responded that images of women on television and in the movies make them feel insecure. So not only people's physical health deteriorate, but also mentally they have to fight low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, and suicidal tendencies. Now I'll tell you what the media is doing wrong. Many of the models on TV and magazines that people look up to so much are actually unhealthy in themselves and have eating disorders, so they use airbrushing to hide their flaws. Airbrushing refers to any retouching done to a photo that changes the reality of the photo. People or objects are removed, their acne is erased, or body shapes are altered. These pictures are distorted using airbrushing to make them look good, so-called perfection, and then they glorify them by showing people that that's how we're supposed to look. Now, how unfair is that? Faking images of unhealthy models and making them body goals for thousands of people? And what they're showing us, only 5% of Americans naturally have that look. And I believe this ideal form they're showing us just doesn't exist. Media is putting so much value of beauty and appearance in unreal images, leading to people having negative body images of themselves. People who constantly see those airbrushed images and believe fake beauty standards set by them are hurt mentally and when they want to achieve those standards. They see how good he or she is looking and why can't I be like that? Or I need to be like that or I won't have any friends, no one will talk to me. Psychologists are working to ban airbrushing images since it's causing depression, anxiety, and eating disorders. We also now have many social campaigns that are fighting against the negative body images the media creates. One such campaign is the Dove Campaign for Real Beauty. They have been campaigning for 11 years about everything fashion, beauty, and body image related. And I have come across many of their heartwarming commercials they've done, and where they are always encouraging people to talk positively about their bodies. They have done a whole lot of research about body image and are now using it in their reports while campaigning for self-esteem and inner beauty. And what I like about the social campaign is that they're rebuilding positive perceptions and body images using the same media that caused the negativity. I think one way to stay connected to media and still maintain a positive body image is to promote a healthy lifestyle. Instead of lying and showing an unrealistic image, for us it's better to show what it's like to be healthy physically and mentally. Now, how eating and sleeping right and positive perceptions of ourselves keep us healthy and happy. In conclusion, media should not be setting standards and putting pressure on people to live up to them by emphasizing the value of appearance and beauty in their lives. They are giving the wrong idea to people who are falling sick, trying to be what is fake. And days are gone when inner beauty was more important than outer beauty. And I'm not gonna lie, I do think appearance and outer beauty does matter, but along with inner beauty and personality. Because outer beauty will not remain forever, but personal qualities will. And everyone is beautiful in their own skin, and we should not let the media pressure us into being someone else. And this reminds me of a quote by popular stand-up comedian and actress Amy Schumer. No, I'm not going to apologize for who I am, and I'm going to actually love the skin that I'm in. I'm not going to be striving for some other version of myself. Thank you. Any questions? No questions?
You mentioned about the anorexic nervosa. Did you also do were you also speaking about the bulimia as well? What separates the two disorders? What separates the two disorders?
I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm sorry, what separates the two disorders? Anorexia.
What's the difference?
Between anorexic nervosa and bulimia.
Anorexia. The people who are suffering from anorexia, they starve themselves, and they do more like exercise, like excessive exercising, like too much, and they starve themselves and stuff. In bulimia, people they binge, they eat, and then they'll throw up, so because they get scared they're getting weight, so they'll eat because they're scared, and then they'll throw up and everything, and they'll also go into depression and everything. I think both disorders, but yeah, that's kind of the main difference. And anorexia people, they get very unhealthy, skinny, extremely skinny because they starve themselves. But bulimia people, a lot of people actually gain weight because they eat too much out of depression of gaining weight. They'll eat and then they'll throw up. So that's kind of the difference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Is there a mind thing about your body image? Because there's people that's the skinniest, the thinnest, they feel like they the ugliest, but there's people that the biggest or whatever, and they just have this confidence like you can't tell me anything. So is it like a cycle?
It's about how people perceive themselves. I don't like the way I look, but
Right.
some people will like the way they look. And not just that, I think other things influence, like how it says media, and other things will also, like peers and friends and family, and what people say also influence your perceptions of yourself. Because some people will have that this like, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. But some people are like, no, I'm not good, because you hear all this stuff, you see all this.
And also like the bigger people, they say they want to lose weight and they get everything that they advertise on TV, but they still indulge food,
Yeah.
everything they see. So
Yeah.
what is the best concept for that person that feel like they want to lose weight, but then I guess food is like
It's kind of your perception, not just perception, it's like your willpower. It's about what you think, you want to, but you're not able to. But and also other things influence that. So yes, you're right, about the food and everything. But, yeah.
Good job.